Hi guys, and welcome back to Samingo's YouTube channel, the best place for all things money and medicine. In today's video, I'm gonna address the number one question I get asked in my DMs. Will you go back to being a PA? Well, before I answer this question, I'll inform my new viewers that I've been a PA for the last 9 years and I recently quit my job to take an adult gap year here in Thailand. And yes, my adult gap year is turning into gap years because I accidentally fell in love with this whole entrepreneurial journey and I'm totally stepping outside of my lane and trying something different. So I too asked myself this question, will I ever go back to being a PA? So maybe you're watching this video because you want to quit your job, or you want to know what it's like to take an adult gap year, or you want to see whether you'd ever go back to a regular 9-to-5 job after your gap year. Well, if that seems interesting to you, keep on watching because we're gonna dive right in. Okay, so will I ever go back to being a PA? Well, here's a short answer. I don't know. I've been living this island life for 6 months now and I don't hate it, which is kind of my problem. We love it here a little bit too much. The slower paced lifestyle, the lower cost of living, and just the expat community here is incredible. I love being surrounded by a community of digital nomads and entrepreneurs from all over the world who are much smarter than me, much more successful, who are much more fit and more zen than I am, and I just really didn't expect to fall in love with Phuket. Initially, my husband and I were planning to spend 6 months here and then move to Bali and then Australia and then go back home to Vegas. But after 4 months, we realized we're not leaving. We have so much more to see and there are so many people we haven't met yet. And we're just gonna take it one day at a time. We're committed to staying in Phuket maybe, I don't know, initially started a year, maybe 2, maybe 3. I don't know, it's really hard to leave this island. And apparently this is so common among foreigners because every expat that we've spoken to said the same thing. They were like, well, we were basically on vacation and then 8 years later, we still haven't left. And I'm like, oh God, that's gonna be us, that's gonna be us. That's gonna be us. So the question now really isn't, are you gonna go back to being PA? The real question for us is, do we want to live in the US? Right now, that answer is no. I don't want to live in the US. I don't want to go back living for a paycheck. That quality of life in the US is horrible. Even as a high earner like myself with status in society, just cost of living is outrageously high. And I live in Las Vegas where we don't even have property tax. In the US, as a working mother, you are expected to do everything on your own and be super mom. Society expects you to cook all organic, healthy food for your kids while working a full-time job and keep your house clean and maintain a six-pack abs and have a sex drive like a 21-year-old. That pressure to do it all is so high, which is why so many Americans are so burnt out and depressed. And the thing is, this is all we know. This is the lifestyle that we grew up to believe is normal because most of us never lived outside of US. And it wasn't until I moved here, I realized how much I dislike the US hustle and bustle grind culture. Here's something you probably didn't know. Help is affordable in Thailand. A nanny, a maid, a pool cleaner, a cook, I can afford it all without going bankrupt. And it is so nice to have help. My nanny helps me clean the kitchen while I feed my kids. The maid comes once a week to deep clean my house. And I get to spend the extra time reading books about investing in NFTs or real estate. I get more time to go to the gym and work on my mental health while my nanny watches my kid while they color for an hour. These small little things may not seem so important, but they really are because it is quality of life. You want to spend more time doing things you love and less time doing things that you dislike. I'm just happier. I don't know how else to say it. I have more time to myself, more time to enjoy the beach, the restaurant, the community. I don't know, I guess what I'm saying is I choose happy Sam over burnt out Sam. I choose my family, not my job, every single time, every day. I love being a PA and it was totally my purpose and my calling for school and career, but I don't choose it over this life. I think I would take a part-time PA job here in Thailand if I could, but again, I would only do it if it didn't infringe on my family time, my personal time, or my learning time. My husband right now still works a remote job and my kids go to school, so I would have to spend a few hours today to see a patient. Actually, I'm gonna ask my husband this question. Do you think I'll be a PA again?
I think not.
Really?
Well, yes, I think probably not.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. just have a feeling I have.
I mean, I told you I would come up PA again. Like, I would totally work in like
Yeah, maybe
remotely.
in a limited capacity, but I
Yeah, correct. No, I think we both agree that I would never work a full-time PA job. Maybe like per diem or part-time, but I would do it more as like a hobby, something that I would like to do, but it wouldn't be my main source of income. And that's the difference. I think back then it was like my main source of income. It was a job and it was a paycheck that I needed. Whereas now it's more
you're
for
gonna
fun.
do it more for like a passion.
Correct.
Sort of thing.
Because I like to treat people. I'm very nosy. Like, I like to know people like health problems, their life problems, and that's why I like the PA profession. But I like this life better. So he likes his life better, right?
I like this life.
Do you want to go back to the US?
Maybe eventually, but not right now. No, I'm 100% happy living here.
So we're not going back for 1 year, 2 years, 8 years, 10 years. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. We don't know. The answer to this whole entire question is I don't know. We don't know.
We're just gonna go with the flow and
Yeah.
see what happens.
You are pretty much watching my life unfold, and I'm making decisions as I go, and I'm just documenting the process, so I have no idea what I'm doing. But I am just here to remind you that you too can choose to quit your 9 to 5, and you can choose to return to it. But the better question will be whether or not you want to do it after you live this amazing life. Because guys, we only get one shot at this life thing, so you really gotta live it how you want to live. Of course, we all can't just quit our jobs and move to the beach and never make money again. You have to have a financial plan, and you gotta be realistic. So if you're interested in seeing how I got here and why I quit my job in the first place, watch this video over here. And if you're a PA and you're interested in having a happy and sustainable PA career while building wealth so you can become work optional one day, click the link below to join my course, the Happy PA Academy. Our second installment of the course will be launching this summer, and so we will enroll new clients into the course. So invest your time and money now so that you can become work optional. Drop a like or comment on the video below and let me know what kind of things you want me to talk about in terms of being work optional, financially independent, or if you're a healthcare worker, just say hi. Hit subscribe too, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.